Thanks for typing H. I just realized I need to change some settings because you guys can't see what I'm drawing. Well, thanks for following. Okay, I'm just gonna have to restart Photoshop. I was just saying hi in the chat. That's sweet. Okay. You didn't know I had a Twitch channel until now? Honestly, me neither. I've been neglecting it. Okay. Just get a good canvas size. So what's up? Okay, if Photoshop wants to work with me, I think it is. We're doing a request stream today. The people on Tapas reached a certain ink goal for Inksgiving, so thank the Tapas squad. Okay, so this is a request stream. Someone give me something to draw. Le Miz, the one Miz. Kimbo the White Lion. Okay, that's I've actually never drawn him before. I can do that. Just gonna look up some reference. Because I know he's got like a little whip thing. This is the no ref, no scope. Yeah. This is why you look up reference, kiddos. Okay. Let's see. I have this brush on transfer. I don't want that. He's got these big doe eyes, Kimba. I've never watched the show, but I did used to listen to the theme song a lot. He's got big ears. It's like a mouse. We'll give this cat bat ears. I mean, I know it's Tesco, but it's got a little triangle there. I don't know if the tip of his tail is black or white. That's black. Not sure what that leg's doing, but okay. Magiform cast in superhero uniform. That could be interesting. Am I making up superhero uniforms for all of them, or am I basing them off already existing superheroes? Because my knowledge is lacking. Well, Zigzag's Batman, obviously. That match has still poke out. Zigzag has a loving family? Hold on, how come I can't see the chat in the Twitch? Oh. It's weird. Let me just see if I can... Okay, maybe I just needed to click on it for some reason. It's weird that I had to do that. Actually, I'll just finish that Zigzag. Flowy cape. They always stand on all fours. I can't put the logo. I think Zigzag says that her favorite Batman movie is The Dark Knight, but she really likes the Adam West one. The series. There she is. Yeah. The chat stopped. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to record it when I'm not on it. Okay, that's... I'm gonna try to fix it. Okay, I see Coda from Brother Bear. That's like a, let's go. I watched that movie the other day. It's a good movie. It'd be neat if they could find, if I could find turnarounds, character turnarounds online. But I guess Disney wants to keep that to themselves or in an art book. Makes sense. He's got that little smile. Love the way they draw bears in that movie. I don't know. That looks so squishy. Who's hiding from the police for tax fraud? Criminals in my Twitch chat. I feel like his head is like rounded in this. I'm sorry, who said they're referring because of Magiform? I'm not sure if that's an honor or not. Don't know how bears work. Maybe I should have paid more attention. Okay. It's got a little V. Little Coda there. What is happening in the chat? Oh, this is weirder than cake incident. Alright, little Coda bear. Little tiny dude. Okay, for some reason, why is it like this? Can't it run in the background? Okay, I don't know how to fix this. I'll just keep checking it. I've got my phone next to me. The chat window is only important so people can tell what people are saying after. Hello, what just happened? I don't know what channel points are, but okay. The mice from the Rescuers. Okay, I've never seen the Rescuers. I will try. They look cute though. Okay, we got this guy. Also got big ears, but he's got an excuse. He's a mouse. It's kind of a sketchy style. A bucktooth because they're mice. Also fluffy. Mm. He looks like he should be more tired than this. I'm gonna give him circles. He's following. Okay, I know he's got this coat. I'm seeing it now. He's I've never seen the movie, but he strikes me as the more nervous of the two. So I don't know. This is when he's taking charge. He's happy, confident, good. Do they have pants? I don't know why none of the reference pictures I'm looking at, none of them are showing me that. Okay, pants don't exist. Okay. He's got a shirt. Okay, he's fine. Though that foot is too big. Characters who don't wear pants are valid. Pew. Tail's also too big. What is... Okay. Pets are an illusion, and so is death. Wolf and fox combo. Okay. What you're making me think of is the maned wolf, because it's orange. It's also got the socks like the fox, so... The thing is, it's a like wolf and fox would be a hybrid, so... Oh, made it frown accidentally. Yeah, the closest thing I can think of right now is the Maine wolf. They're long boys. Long boys and long girls. They're wearing Chanel boots all day. I guess I'm just gonna keep pressing on the chat. Shoot, I forgot. Forgot what their tails look like. Main wolf, main wolf. Yeah, it does. It looks like it's a tall boy. They got Chanel boots. I see stupid fluffy cat in the chat. I will get on that. Can't forget the last leg. There we go. Tall. Okay, fluffy cat. There is one time I drew Pumpkin as a kitten, and she is just a pom-pom. Here we go. She's a pom-pom. Poofy cat. Okay, I see Pokemon. There's a lot of them. Do you just want all of them? Okay, well technically all of them would be Mew. See, I'm doing the thing that you should never do in drawing the head first. Whenever you're posing a character, usually you want to get an idea of what the pose is going to be. Maybe, like, jot down a line of action. Nah. There she is! Yeah, everyone's got their own method. I also have a different method for digital versus pencil. Usually I do it with pencil. Oh, King from the Owl House. Okay, that I can do. Let's see, reference. I've drawn Ida before. There he is. So I kind of like the skull sticking out on one side. Little demon. So this is why you do a line of action. You can figure out the pose before you get stuck and make mistakes. I say as I just erase it. Yeah, you can just erase mistakes. Learn from them. Legs too long. He is Endo and Bell Cipher meet. Okay, I feel like I know ish how to draw Bell Cipher from memory. I feel like I can do that. Okay. He's just like this. He's got a bow tie. He's like, I don't know why he's having tea, but hat is the most important part. Yeah, usually when I draw characters just meeting together, I have them have tea. Wonder what tea Endo would have. Chamomile. Chamomile, because he needs to chill, and it's also the worst one. He likes the worst one. Don't erase yourself. Learn from yourself. Got this bit. And oh, my son. My beautiful, beautiful son. Just having tea. Maybe he doesn't know what it is, actually. Maybe that's why he's just staring on in confusion. He doesn't know what it is. Thanks for following. How many children / OCs do you have? Oh no, that's... You're opening the box. Almost 2,000 that I've counted. It's not an exaggeration. I've done this thing where I design at least one new character every day, and it's been going on since December 3rd, 2015, so... And there are days where I do more than one character. Sometime May this year, I got really into flowers, so I did a bunch of flower characters. And some of those days I did 10 in a day. But this is Rose. She got a little backpack. Too many and they're all gay? Same. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, bold of you to assume any of my characters are straight. Let's see. Hey bud is a very common greeting between the flower folk. Yes. Absolutely. I still don't know what they eat. Because they're, like, smaller than actual flowers. Because, like, her head would be the size of an actual rose. So, you know, you see the rose over there and it's like, that's a cup. But they're smaller than flowers. What do they eat? Because it's not bugs. They have bugs as pets. This is a little... It's a little hawk moth. His name is Beep Boop. I just decided they had just small versions of food. Just remember that one day you binge read the whole comic. Oh, thank you. Alright, I mean, since we started with Endo and Belcepher, any Magiform requests? Any wacky doodles you want from me? They don't eat because they're God. That's an opinion. The tree stump. Okay. The tree stump, I always draw it from like the same angle, so I'll redraw it every time, but it's just like it's easy for me to just do the same angle. Bam, tree stump. The tree stump of secrets. It's got a hole under. Thanks for following. This is where cats have parties. Like, you walk alone in the woods at night, you hear Caramel dancing, coming out of the stump. That's what they do every time they use the tree. You know, they just have a rave. Which book series do I read? I don't read a lot of books, but I'm trying to more. I'm taking advantage that a lot of books in public domain are free, so I actually had to stay quarantined in the basement for 2 weeks during December, so I decided that I was going to read the entirety of Les Miserables. And I did! Lose Examity! Okay, I'll take you up on that. I will do that. Just got here, is that a Mew? It's a Mew. It's amusing. I have drawn one Amity before, and that was a joke doodle on Discord where I drew Luz and Amity as club penguins. Okay, so we're gonna be hugging. I always draw the hair too big. Pull it back. I can't forget the blush. Little tomato. She's gonna be hugging back, because why would she not? They're happy together, they're gonna... yeah. Good for them. Kinda messed up. Okay. Actually wanted to redo that mouth. There we go, that's the loose mouth. Character from Magiform messing with a ball of yarn. Yeah, I can do that. Did I just hear you say Tambacaro's playing with a ball of yarn? He can, yes. My boy Temps. He gets lonely in the in-between. Just like a regular sized ball of yarn. Okay, we got people in the chat self-identifying as God. That's great. Okay, Lolo. I'm gonna draw him. He came to visit. Cause he can do that now. Maybe he's the one who brought the yarn. There's Lolo. Yeah, the yarn's so small in comparison to our big boy, but he's still taking out a regular amount of enjoyment. Here he is. Little boy. Little baby man. My son. Lolo can have a little bit of yarn too. Now, is it part of the drawing on the left or the drawing on the right? You decide. He's so small. He's a baby. He's like 3 months old. You got chicks yesterday? Little babies? Oh my god. Little babies. Little footballs. So this is a baby chick. He's saying hi. And that he loves everyone. Lolo and Lala. Like the Kirby dudes? They're just like just push blocks. Dang, Lolo's young. Yeah, he is. He's small. Little kitty. Okay. Do I have a Discord server? No. No, I don't feel like moderating one. I see a squirrel. Squirrel? Poofy. And speaking of squirrels, in the first chapter of Magiform, there's the glass squirrel. Well, that's the nickname I gave to it, just glass squirrel. Anchor ball. That is a neat arena. I don't know, maybe it's... I've drawn this thing once a year ago for the chapter. Yeah, so that squirrel, I did that. But in every chapter where the cats have to fight a drop that's fully formed in a monster, that, like, you can actually see the animal of the drop before you meet the drop itself. There's a little squirrel that's hiding in the trees before you see the glass squirrel. I mean, there's only 2 instances of it. Yeah, like there's one panel where Lola and Missy, they're just walking in the forest, first time out. They're walking, and then you see just this tree with random squirrel on it. Because drops, they take animal forms by absorbing just essence around them. There's also a panel with ducks before they fight the duck. Yeah, you can look. Chapter 1 and 2. It's the only 2 that happen, because I guess they don't want to fight drops anymore. So a human drop can exist if there's a human nearby. Okay, in my head, drops... Okay, drops start out, and they start absorbing everything next to them. And then, when there's enough, like, impurities, they take a different form from what they've accumulated. I don't know, cat drop. Phew. And they just start getting more energy like that, but now that they can move, they start becoming more aggressive. Aggressive about their search, and they're spiky. But yeah, when they start getting more aggressive, they can... I feel like it's that point that they can hybridize and get more stuff. Like if it gets too powerful, bam, cat with wings. Okay, it's fighting a cat drop. Yeah, that could be cool, but no. It's also like, I feel like the drop would have to be at a place with a lot of cats constantly there for it to be the dominant species it takes after. So I don't know, there could be a drop under a shelter or something. But then I feel like the cats would know, and they'd be like, what do we do with this? And Oliver and Company, but it's just... Let me take over the story. I've never seen Oliver and Company. They're working together to take out the drop under the shelter from New York. It would take some time for the drop to absorb enough essence to do that, but I guess it could happen. More grumpy temps. Temps is the floof master, despite himself. I don't think he wants to be the floof master for much longer. If you guys don't give me more requests, I'll just devolve into drawing Liam as characters, because that's just what's on the brain. This is hat. Hat is important. No groomers in between. Top hat snake. Got it. This is a snake, and he has a hat. Devolved to Les Mis. See, the book depictions are actually like really different from the musical and stuff, so yeah. That's Javert. Grumpy. Which character is the biggest trash gremlin? Zigzag. Pumpkin has to look through the garbage. Zigzag wants to look in the garbage. She's in the dumpster right now. Trash gremlin. I feel like she'd make a more of a feral face. Baby. Page 13, panel 2. A squirrel. Yeah, you found it. Joe Snake wearing a hat in the background of one of your comic pages. Unfortunately, I don't think I will do that. It doesn't help that every page this chapter's already been decided onto. Cheto cat. Cheto pumpkin? Pumpkin. Big fluffy Cheeto cat. That's a small pumpkin. Pumpkin and her wife. Little Cheeto cat. I like calling their ship name Pumpkin Pie a la mode. Kind of defeats the point of having a ship name because it's way too long, but at least they're just, you know, pumpkin and vanilla together. What app am I using? I'm using Photoshop. There they are, the girls. Girls' night out. Get in, loser, we're going to fight drops. I don't know, Pumpkin's in the back seat. Maybe she likes it there. Vanilla's the only one who has a license. Okay, so the canvas is filled. I feel like there was a loss of quality there. Around here. It turned really sketchy. Okay. Just make the canvas longer. Let's save that too. That might be a good idea. Okay, yeah, let's make a new page. A new layer. Okay. Alright, there we are. New page. How do we ruin it? Save early, save often, as my tech teacher always says. That's good advice. Thanks for following. Zigzag bike. Okay. Maybe just ask an artist to draw a bike. Okay, so they go like this. Okay, and there's a seat. That's important. There's a seat in places. There's. I feel like it goes like. Oh no. Okay, so there's a thing here. Okay, that's where the pedals go. Zigzag as a bike. There she is. Cat such as magic forms with another. That could work. Okay, let's swap. Okay, so this is a little low. Make him a little salamander. I feel like you could pull off the black color scheme of the salamander better. You know, blue and black, little yellow dots. We could do that. One of the characters wearing Heelys. So, okay, Heelys would just be regular sneakers, right? There's only... yes, Endo, and his new power. Effortless transportation. That makes him a formidable foe. God, if... What if that was how he won the fight? Just... Heelys. Just like regular sneakers, right? So, okay, because, like, okay, his feet go like this. This is the foot, this is the toe. Where... Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to, like, put his whole foot in the... Short. He's short now. But he's gotta roll. That's the whole point. They can't just be shoes. He's gotta... Heelys didn't really just go out of fashion. I think they just... people stopped wearing them because they were just banned. Those aren't... okay, Neum, that's... one of the characters as a human. That's a tough one, because I tried picturing it and it just... in my brain it didn't compute. They're cats! Okay, I'll try to do Penelope. Just give her little hair things. Kind of looks like her ears. I feel like she'd wear a turtleneck. She's also pretty short. Turtleneck and a little jacket. Yeah, Penelope's an adult. She's just short. She's a corgi. There she is. She looks tired. Okay, Magiform characters as warrior cats in the books. That... see, that's a weird order, because it's just cats? Okay, I'll see. I'll make them more feral. I'll do a different eye style. Bam. Lolo just wants to prove himself. He's I feel like he would have wanted to be a medicine cat, but the role was already taken. Medicine cat already had an apprentice. Okay, Lolo and Missy are in the same clan. I don't know why they're just more scruffy. Yeah, Lolo and Missy would still be apprentices. I can't think of any... yeah, so something Paul. This face is all for show. He just wants to be tough. I mean, Lolo and Missy are probably ThunderClan, honestly. Yeah, Zigzag would be happy to live in the wild. She'd be able to run around and stuff. Maybe, I don't know what this pose is. Oh, bye. Yeah, Zigzag's Wing Clan. She's just fast. And doing the mashed potato dance. That's your special power. Oh God, you guys just made me remember my my Warrior Cats OCs from high school. Oh God. Yeah, Missy would be, I don't know, like Ember something? Ember Paw? I wanted to do something with their magic forms, but honestly, Salamander Paw's kind of long. Even though it would be forbidden love from different clans. Oh, no, they're happy. They're happy together, and they're allowed to be together. Both Shadow Clan. Why does she have a color? No. Pumpkin's Bracken something. Bracken. Kind of tempted to just call Vanilla Egg. You know, Bracken Storm. Brackenfish. Vanilla's deputy? Yeah, she would. Surprisingly, only one person has used emojis in the chat. Well, now I have. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck here if I keep thinking on it. I know there's already a Breeze Paw, but I can't think of a better name for... She's gotta be something else. Breeze. Man, what's the name for Vanilla? I know the cats don't actually have eye colors, but I feel like I did headcanon Vanilla having blue eyes. Maybe something like that. White Frost. Brackenfish, why not? Lake Paw. Okay, I did mention the old Warrior Cats OC. I will draw her as best I can. She was a Shadow Clan cat, because I was actually like that. You'll notice that she's not, like, her shape's not really different. That's because I compensated with a bunch of stripes and markings, because I didn't know how to do character design back then. Also, this would have been a nightmare to color over and over. Just a tip for you: if you plan on drawing one character 1,000 times, try to make it simple for yourself. Yeah, that was Shadow Puddle. Shadow Puddle of Shadow Clan. The ego of that mom who called her kid Shadow Kit. She also had a love interest from ThunderClan and eventually decided against the forbidden romance, and he snapped and became the villain, so. His name was Dapple Light. They also had superpowers, because I couldn't stop myself. Yeah, when you're fighting a cat that has lightning powers, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You broke his heart, but also he didn't deserve to have yours, so. That was the extent. There were also 2 others that were supposed to be from Moon Clan and River Clan, but never really happened. Warrior Cats was wild. What's my favorite instrument? I don't know, I play piano. I play clarinet too, but I'm a lot better at piano. This is what happens when I play piano. I have this big book of Les Mis songs, and I've been torturing my family with it because I'm hyperfixating. What type of music do I play? Just, I don't know, anything I want. Usually I just look up songs that I like and I'll try them out. I've got this sheet music for Bat Outta Hell that's 26 pages long, and I've been working at it just casually, and I'm getting there. Now, why Bat Outta Hell? Because I like the musical. It is bonkers, and it's great. Viola and automaton. I appreciate your automaton. I mean, not viola, I guess, but. I like the bit in Master and Commander where they play violin and cello. It's cute. This is piano. I also sing sometimes. Or, like, I yell in the shower and I call it singing. That's what it sounds like. Bam. Kind of look bald there. I made it worse, okay. Like, does my roommate need to hear me be Christine from Phantom of the Opera in the shower, trying to reach those high notes? Does she need to hear that? No. Do I sound good, though? No. But it's fun. Maybe that's why she moved out. The vocals of an angle, thank you. Yeah, Lemon Drops heard me sing before. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera, though, that's a weird musical. You got this girl, Christine, and she's pretty young, especially in the book. And she works at the opera as a low-level ballet dancer. And her dad died, and her dad was a famous violinist. and suddenly, there's this dude who lives in the opera house, and so the different versions make it different things. He lives in the opera house just because he lives there, and he's like, oh man, I gotta make her sing, because she can do this, she's got the voice of an angle, and you're not gonna live this down on a job. And before her dad died, he told her that he would send the angel of music to help her and watch over her. And so Phantom pretends to be the angel of music so he can teach her stuff. Except Phantom gets like way possessive of her. And there's also this other dude, Raoul, it's a childhood friend, and they meet again. He's got a mustache. He's really dumb and often in the book he's just like insensitive. Reading the book was an experience. It's pretty short, like especially compared to Les Mis. If you want to read the book, you can. I do know in some English translations they straight up cut lines though, so I don't know. Christine deserves better. Christine deserves to, not just be the center of this conflict. Maybe she doesn't want to be with the guy who basically pretended to be her dad for her to sing with him. Maybe she doesn't want to be with the guy who didn't believe her when she said she could handle stuff, and also when she was grieving, he was like, but why are you at the cemetery? And maybe Christine, she can just walk away, She can just... Christine can just go. and I don't know, they can work themselves out. And find something more. Eric can be your angle or your devil. Oh, since I erased the, just hold, they can hold hands. Christine can just sing. She can just live her life now. Settle down with whoever she wants to. Maybe a guy who takes her seriously. You're going to be 80 signing books and someone's gonna walk up to you and ask to sign something to Angle. Yeah, that someone's gonna be me. It's gonna be me in 60 years not letting you live it down. Yeah, Lemon Drop is actually my co-host. We've got a gaming channel on Twitch called Pretzel Ears. If you wanna hear us lose our minds playing Pokemon Emerald, that's where to go. Here's the channel name. Oh, my battery's running low. Hold on. We also have some of the streams on YouTube. Not in a Roblox. Good for you. I never played Roblox. One time I had to do a test for a graphic design company. They were like, okay, we're a merch company, so we want you to look at this YouTube channel as a test and do merch for that channel. And then I never heard back from them, so... Vibing on Minecraft. Everyone's vibing to games. I'm vibing to the game of art. What version? What emblem? Oh, no, right, Minecraft. The fault in our Minecraft. I'm gonna draw Steve. Or Herobrine? I don't know. They got facial hair. I know not anything about Minecraft. I have Java, I just have not played it much. I accidentally made him do the Sasquatch pose. Just need like a tree in front of him. Small trees, probably a bush. I should. Well, me and Lemon Drop are actually planning on doing it after we finish our emerald block. Sometime later. We're waiting for the next update to drop. Centipede with a cool hat. Steven Opera Lady. A love story for the ages. She's the one who sings all the Minecraft music. They can... What a twist. Christine Daae in Smash. That's where they met. Okay, Centipede with a cool hat. I'm just thinking of Centiscorch. Or Sizzlepede. I forget which one's the tiny one. There he is. Oh, thanks for following. Is that the bug Pokemon? Yeah, they're cute. I like bug Pokemon. I like... well, that's not a bug, but I really like Shaman. Shaman was my favorite for the longest time. Cool hat? Yeah, it's a birthday cake. I don't know why I think birthday cakes are cool, but it definitely makes it unusual. There'd be wax all over the place. That'd be a terrible hat. I like Verizon. She stares into your soul. The Absol's cool too. Oh, and Emolga. I like Emolga. You're a Gen 5 person? Honestly, yeah, same. I started with Gen 4, but I think my favorite overall is Gen 5. Also, Gen 5 is the one with gates to infinity, so that gives it infinity points. If there's any Mystery Dungeon fans here, Gates to Infinity is the best one, and I will not concede to any other opinion. Let's draw that Absol. I think the little hair flip thing is on that side. Angry Absol. She's flipping. You only really know Explorers of Time or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's still good. It's just that people consider Gates to be the worst one in the series, and I think that's like too harsh. I think it has the best story. There's definitely something in the fact that like most of the story characters, you get them in your team early on. So every character that does something in the story like every supporting character basically does something for you. So you got Quagsire, who's like a good character in the story, but he's also the one you go to see to set up your team. You got Virizion and Amolga, who join your team early on. So not only are they story characters, you get really involved because you get to play around with them. And it helps that the story is really good. So this is skinny Quagsire. There he is. Pokepark 2, yeah, I like them. They could make a 3 and I'd still buy the 3. Those games are really cute. I remember I always wanted to play I always wanted to play as Snivy because she was fast. But then in the game you get to see the percentage you use each of the Pokemon overall. So then Snivy would always be like, oh, 75% of the time you use Snivy, so I feel bad for the rest of the Pokemon. I mean, my dad watched Detective Pikachu yesterday. If we're on the topic of Pokemon. You've opened the Pandora's box, you're not getting out. Detective. Mr. Dungeon, you got Torchic, good for you. My assigned Pokemon, I don't know, this is what I kept getting when I was younger in the Blue Rescue Team. It's also the one I got when I played the newest game. It's Totodile. I just kept getting Totodile. I remember drawing on the board at one point at college. It was around the time that Pikachu was coming out, and I just drew something in chalk, just him holding his little cup of coffee and saying hell, and that stayed up for like 2 weeks. Possibly longer. Always wanted a Vulpix though, well, didn't we all? Eevee was probably one that people wanted, but I imagine that it's tough to play as. Because you don't get to evolve until the post game. And you're a normal type for the whole thing. You know, teacher by drawing dragons on the whiteboard? Same, except I mean, it wasn't dragons. Sometimes I just drew bats, but they were like, I hadn't really studied logic and anatomy, so they were just like anime bats. Basically just cats. You know, that like they have their hand here, even though that's not possible. And you may say, oh, it's a cartoon, you're allowed to do that. Yeah, but now I want to put in more effort. You know, they always have to, this is just a cat with wings. Cat dragons. Okay, so a lot of people seem to think that Zigzag's a dragon. Because of this. The little horn thing. That's a design element that got a bit lost in translation, I'd say. Because that's not a horn. Neither are these things. Those, I don't think there'll ever be a good point in the comic to, like, mention it. Okay, so she's got it here, here, here on the other side of the wing too, and she's got one at the end of her tail. Those aren't horns. They're teeth. They're teeth. Honestly, it's because Temperature doesn't know much and about just, you know, basic animal design, I think. Yeah, I'm blaming Temperature. And he just thought that, you know, bats, they have fangs, and fangs are effective. Maybe she just wanted more fangs to help out. More power. You know, they say death of the author and stuff, and, like, everything I'm saying here basically isn't canon because it's not in the actual comic. You are allowed to think that she's a dragon, but the truth of the author is that it's teeth. It's always been teeth. Bite enemies with her wings, yeah. People were like, oh, Endo didn't know that the cats were dogs. Temperature is not better off by much. She's just got a bit more experience. He's like, oh yes. They use teeth to tear things, I think, and they could be power. Yes. Honestly, that's the same logic of someone who gives a cat the power of not like strength or precision, it's just the power of 3 snake. Just the power 3 snakes. That's her power. She's got a little rattle too. I don't understand why that would be useful. The power of having 3 snakes. Yeah, vanilla snakes actually don't. There are a couple panels early on that I had them open their mouth, but they actually don't really have fangs. Because her main power is just like stretching and grabbing stuff. But also, because if I gave them fangs, well, Zigzag already has a bite attack, and already has venom, so Vanilla had to have something else. So just her snakes are not venomous. More glowing peacock. Glow. Lolo glows. Bright eyes. I've gone on record saying that, Lolo's power is kind of an endgame thing. I know people are excited to see it, and it's one of the main mysteries, but that's just something that's happening, not like far off, but it's not for a little while. Once it's happening, though, it's happening with a vengeance. I got a question. Are there gonna be any ships to come in the comic? Okay, by that I think you mean, are there going to be any characters that end up together? And my answer here is no. Like, obviously we got Vanilla and Pumpkin who are already together. I didn't really feel like writing any more romance in the story. No one's really ending up together because, everyone's either related or has an age gap. There's one that, gets teased a little bit later but it involves a character that hasn't come up yet. See, the original concept for Magic Form, way back in 9th grade, that had more ships in it, because all the characters were the same age, and, no one was together. But in here, of course, Lolo and Missy are related. Zigzag is okay, so if, in mental age, Lolo and Missy are I don't know, 8, 9, Zigzag's a bit older than them. She's 13. The secret love between Tempoross and Endo. Bitter exes. The drop was modified by an old colleague. An old flame. Honestly, these two, I don't feel like they do romance much. I don't really feel like they have a concept for it either. Lovers that can never be. I got this, I don't know. I got this trend in just characters I make. Often I'll make them just powerful, other beings. I got this dude called Horatio, and he's another one of those. In Endo's original story, he was Endo's brother, but he's through a lot of both meta and in-story shenanigans. Horatio's just this chaotic force now. He wouldn't do romance because he personally doesn't care for it. I see you yelling about Horatio. my son of all sons. I hate and love him so much. Yeah, I made a joke about Horatio's existence in one of the concept episodes, and some people have asked like what his deal is. The comic I'm planning to do after Magiform, he shows up in that. Okay, what? Healy's man. What requests do you have? Yeah, the working title for this is called it's Whirlpool. Not sure if I'm going to change it or not. I had another one that I wanted to pitch called Infernal Break. And the problem with Infernal Break is that it had this one very important character to the story. And I had a lot of demon mythology picked from the Demon, so just this demon book about superstitions and stuff. And so one of the very important characters was Stolas, because I took it from there, but obviously there's another property that has a very famous Stolas right now. So I don't know, I'd have to pick some other demon. Hasbin Hotel, though. How do you draw angel dust? Like, he's got, like, a... That's him. You look up angel dust and, like, every result is the character. Like, wow, you get to a point, just... I don't know, I'd love one day for someone to just look up a random assortment of words, and it's just one of my characters that pops up, to be at that level. Okay, so I got like a little bit of reference. Got pointy teeth. That's the eye, that's black. That kind of makes him look like he has a unibrow. Spider. Oh, cats. You guys have been talking about cats for a bit. Okay, I should have checked it. More cats. This is a cat. Thanks for following. Spider cat. Spider. Axolotl. Okay, yeah, I can do that. To cut these dopey smiles. I'm going to make him stand. Minecraft axolotl, it's a cube. I think they're like this. Are they just like one thing? No. Axolotl sea once. I also have an axolotl character. Her name is Lottie. The axolotls are just fun because they got these little face things. I made a character lineup for her story a while back because that's what I want to pitch to. That's Lottie. She's got a little dress. That story also had this this horse. It was Valak. She was based off a seahorse at first because I wanted her to be her caretaker, but now she's just invincible. She just goes into water and she's like, I don't need to breathe. That's fine. Which makes her disconnected from the world, but she has to reconnect, and maybe a journey trying to trying to take care of a bunch of dumb children will help. Okay, we felt the canvas again. Breathing is optional. Only if you're invincible. If you're not invincible, breathe. Actually, the same story that I'm putting Horatio in now, that's I've got this sea unicorn. Her name is Azalea. And I care about her very much. I wasn't much of a horse girl growing up, but, you know, thinking back, I did have a lot of horse OCs. They're fun to draw. She's grumpy. Can't draw horses. Rip, it's just practice. Also, Lemon Drop can attest to this. We had a teacher that was very particular about how we drew horses. This would not meet her standards. But we never forgot. Meanwhile, just My Little Ponies. Big floppy ears. Spirit. Well, James Baxter worked on Spirit. Look up, if any of you are interested in learning animation, look up James Baxter's channel. He's a 3D printer. But you can also learn how he can get away with this. He does a lot of rotation shots, and you can see sometimes he'll just put down a grid, so it helps him out. A cute Roomba with bunny ear. I actually have a design that's like that. It's just a little cover for the Roomba. The Roomba is actually under, but there's... It's just a little cover, so it looks like a bunny. But it doesn't actually see through here. Its eyes are there because it's a Roomba. It's got spots. It had a friend that was more obviously a robot. I think it was... It had some kind... I think it had shovels for hands. It's a robot. And it had a big counterweight, but it's also a big bunny tail. One of the cats on a Roomba. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the last canvas for today. Just, just to save my wrist some trouble. There she is! Young girl. I don't have references. I forgot what her friend looks like. Let me drop. I'm sorry. Okay, Noodle has an eye. Noodle is made entirely out of yarn. Hat. Needle. Hair. Yarn. Trench coat. I know you just sent me a reference photo. It's too late. This is what you have wrought. Too fast for you, Missy? Yeah, she's too fast. She has to go fast. Got to go fast. Growing up, I liked Sonic, but I didn't have many games or own much media of him, so I don't. I liked the idea of Sonic. He always had an appealing design. Okay, so this is okay. But the bad version in the movie. I actually haven't seen the movie, but I remember the trailer. That was just a man. And I remember he didn't have gloves. They made the fur on his hands white, which is so much worse. I know that they made his legs just. This is just a man. This is a small man. This is what I can do from memory. I know that they redid the model, but I'm just thinking of the one before the rework. Nobody with a human eyeball would accept this monster. But what if he went? What if he went meow? Have you considered that? Will that turn you over? Would you accept him into your life if he pleaded with you by saying meow? Let me tell you, I had to dig through the Baltico Island folder to get some concept art for Endo, and there's a doodle, it's in the concept episode, of one of the characters, because he's a cat, but he's a magic cat, so he doesn't want people to know that he can talk, and he's like, meow, and boy, the psychic damage from that one. was years ahead of me, but at what cost? You accepted cats. Oh. More like people suffered cats. Cats 2019 has more 2020 energy than any other movie that's come out this year. You know what came out this year? Wolfwalkers, and Wolfwalkers was very good. I got the art book for Christmas. I'm really happy. I know it's on Apple Music now. The Toronto Film Festival. They did a virtual screening this year. So I paid $18 to see Wolfwalkers on my computer. And it was worth it. It was really good. It's probably not on model. It's a beautiful movie, and it's... I don't know, like, the story was really good. It was better than I expected. Like, I remember liking Song of the Sea when I watched it, but I didn't really connect with the story much. This one I connected. Any good Christmas presents? Well, like, I got the art book for Wolfwalkers, that was pretty good. I got the remake of Rescue Team, so I can play that on the Switch. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna beat Totodile again. Hopefully. Let's go Feral. It was actually Blue Rescue Team's 15th anniversary in November, I think. So the day before that, I learned that it was the anniversary. And I went, oh, well, I want to do something for it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, thanks for following. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so I told myself that I wanted to do something for the 15th anniversary. It's 14th, 15th anniversary, and so I decided to do something with all the characters from Blue Rescue Team. 75 of them. The evening before the anniversary, I made a list of all the characters, and I checked many different websites. Then I inked it, and then the next day was spent on coloring. So it took me maybe like 10 hours to do this in total, but I made it. That's the important part. There's so many good characters in Blue Rescue Team. That was the first team that I finished it with. But yeah, Mystery Dungeon is good. I posted it, and someone at some point commented, hey, you should do something for the other games. Like, you should do something like this for each game. And then I remembered that Super Mystery Dungeon basically has every Pokemon before Alola. A stickman, you call it a Pokemon. Well, that's long arm stickman. What's a Pokemon? What Pokemon can we make out of this? Oh, I know. It's like you just have to add stuff. That's what Trevenant looks like, right? And we also know the sad Pokemon. Okay. Gardevoir. Gardevoir is a sad Pokemon. Do I choose Pokemon for their stats or their visual appearance? Visual appearance only. I am not a strategist. I do play a lot of Nuzlocke, but I'm biased. I like things that look good. That's why I do like Gen 5. Gen 5 is probably my favorite generation overall, but Alola has a lot of points from me because it's probably the best designed roster. Are you kidding me? Bounce Sweet? Perfect. I would eat this thing, but I cannot. And then Wishy-Washy, just... I don't know, I don't have reference for any of these, but they warm my heart. Also, Gen 7 had the really interesting task of having to make Pokemon that don't look like Pokemon. So, I don't know, that was just a fun design challenge that they had to take on. And it resulted in a lot of really different and cool designs for the Ultra Beasts. Nihiliko. Nicaragua. Nescafe. Nabalugi. Oh, the Ultra Beasts are mad? That's your opinion. I think they're really cool designs. I think my favorite's Stella Stila. That's... Okay, so I haven't seen... I think there's probably not a face there, but there's something that's kind of like hair. That just looks like a pencil and the eraser. Okay, so there are cannons. Maybe there are feet. Those are plungers. Toilet plungers. Celesteela at school. Janitor. Cardtrino's really neat. I really like angle designs like that. I think what I like the most about the Ultra Beasts is just how different they seem from other Pokemon. There's just... I don't know, they did something to just make them different. Pheromosa's like... yeah, that's a stick Pokemon. She will fight you. I think my favorite from that generation, though, is Beware. Because Beware came out the same day as Mimikyu, so everyone was focused on Mimikyu. And no one noticed that that thing is like 8 feet tall. It's a giant. It's a giant. It looks cute. It sounds cute. But if it hugs you, it will tear apart your spine. Also, its name is Beware, which is delightful. I love Beware. Thanks for following. It will kill you, yes. That's the appeal of a lot of Pokemon. Macargo? Who wouldn't want a slug that's... I've never drawn Macargo. Who wouldn't want a slug that's hotter than the sun? And would melt you? Who took the temperature measurements for Macargo? Also Scyther, whoever's favorite Pokemon is Scyther. One time I made a character that had sides, and I was like, what am I gonna call it? And then I thought to call it Scyther. It was like, oh, that's probably just how they thought of calling it Scyther. It's not very original, but the whole appeal is that it has knives for arms. Okay, I have no idea what to do at the bottom. Okay, feet. He has feet. Tail? Okay. Muck. Yeah, Muck will murder you. And Mewtwo. Mewtwo is probably one that would kill you if you didn't feel so conflicted about it. Scyther gives you a hug? Yeah, that's, you're not surviving that. Unless you got a very gentle Scyther. Let's draw Mewtwo. He's angry. He's angry about the world. He's reading the newspaper and he's angry about the world. Not enough people in Kanto are wearing their masks. You think he's looking for a job? Is that why he's got a pen there to like highlight anything that he thinks is interesting? Look, he's a sentient being that lives in a mansion. He's got to pay rent. You know what's another one that's good? Ditto. And Ditto can turn into anything it wants to. That's very dangerous. And also, I bet people use it for crimes. Yeah, you could use Ditto for crimes. Ditto, morph into the murder weapon. He's a Ditto! And you got a knife. Ditto could pretend to be a person. Ditto could pretend to be a book. Ditto could be your house. Yeah, all Pokemon can kill you, basically. Crime Ditto. I just want this, like, Team Rocket, maybe not Team Rocket, but just this trainer who's got, like, really bad motives, and the Ditto just to be completely innocent. Maybe it could be a story about friendship, and maybe the solution to hard times isn't crimes, but taking apart the corrupt system and... Frick, man, I don't know. Ditto that can turn into a gun. That's my pitch. Ditto an identity fraud. He would. I'm saying it as if he... He could, that's what I meant. You could use Ditto for so many facets of covering up a crime. Ditto can be the evidence, and you can take that away because it morphs back. Ditto can cover for you by putting you somewhere that you were not because you were at the crime scene. But people can be like, oh yeah, you were there because Ditto's your alibi. Like Lithium and Algium, they can erase memories. Like, okay, they strike me as, like, just mysterious things, and maybe they would say no, or, like, you could get the memories back. But, like, Ditto strikes me as just innocent. So if someone told him to do something, it wouldn't know. You could do so many things by taking advantage of sweet, poor Ditto who can turn into a gun. Yeah, Ditto's the best Pokemon for crime. Ditto can even be gloves if you forget them and you don't want to leave your prints everywhere. Maybe that's why they're so rare. There's regulations. You need a permit to have a Ditto. Come to me for my TED Talk about how Ditto is the best Pokemon for crime. This is a new game theory channel. Would you like to hear my Zelda timeline? There he is. He's in Legend of Zelda now. Well, who knows? Maybe Ditto's just playing the innocent game to... Because they know the trainer's fallen on hard times. This just... I'm writing a whole fic here, hold on. Yeah. This is not a request stream anymore. I've taken over. Ditto's just loyal to his trainer. He's like, it doesn't matter if you do crimes. You're in a tough place. Ditto, yeah. Ditto's taken over. Crime, Ditto. I haven't actually checked out the comments on the Webtoon episode for that. Going for the live stream. Such as you are, Ditto? How could you prove that we are not Dittos? I mean, the proof, the pretty conclusive proof is that Pokemon aren't real and Ditto is a pun on already... It's not even an original name. But who's to say? Maybe the universe is a ditto. And is that not the ultimate crime? The crime of simulation of the human consciousness. What if Ditto did a webtoon? Just crime Ditto, or? What if Crime Ditto did a webtoon? Ditto could probably keep going for long periods of time, because it would just morph a wrist that could take a lot of drawing. I don't know what it would draw. Maybe a comic strip, an auto-bio strip, and like every panel ends with just this. Every panel is just a happy face. Might have to do a Crime Ditto comic. I might have to do a Crime Ditto comic. Too OP, please nerf. Detective Ditto. The Nemesis. Of course. It would. You could only take out Crime Ditto with another Ditto. Long lost brothers. One has a hat, one has a knife. What have I done? Perfection, that's what I've done. And with that, the canvas is over. We've gone through many tales today, from Maine Wolves to Lumity to Mean Girls references, Endo and Heelys, Warrior Cats, Christine and Minecraft Man, and last but not least, Crime Ditto. See a webtoon if they meet Ditto. Okay, I'll give you one last thing. Okay, one last drawing. The Magiform cats meet Crime Ditto. Oh, I don't know if the cats know what a knife is. Vanilla would tell everyone to stay behind. Pumpkin would investigate. And Lolo's freaking out in the corner. Because but have they seen the human use the knife? Maybe they're too busy fighting monsters. They meet Crime Ditto. And Crime Ditto just stares back. Crime Ditto would use Uwu unironically. Vanilla Pumpkin probably have seen the knife, but whatever. Put down the knife. It's super effective. So yeah, I feel like that's what we gotta end on. Or maybe I could finish it. Finish the drawing. So let's make this a little better quality. So people can wonder what happened. What happened here? And what will happen? He's so scared. His zigzag didn't listen. in the front lines. We're making a background there in the forest where it's spooky and you can just meet a double of a cat with a weird face. Yeah, I don't know when I want to post the stuff from the stream. I'm probably gonna post it on Twitter, but other than that, maybe next webtoon episode I can put that up. See, hey, what chaos has been wrought here? I want the knife to actually look more like a knife. They don't like Crime Ditto, no! He took Lolo's shape without asking. Lolo's frightened. What is this distorted version of himself? He doesn't even have a nose. Endo got Ditto. Oh no. I think he wouldn't actually find any use for Ditto. He'd just be annoyed. He'd leave him be. It's like, that must be another one of Earth's gross things. He's following. Ditto sings? Ditto sings? He's an art performer? He has the voice of an angle. Crime Ditto can do everything his heart sets out to do. He's got like his face in the background. Superimpose. It was either that or Megalovania. Yeah, the stream is ending. This is the final. Just gonna add some to that. This is the last of Crime Ditto for this time. And to think, listening to a bunch of court podcasts during quarantine actually helped me. To just have that in my brain. Ready to go. Gotta make the lighting more dramatic. See, I'm most comfortable inking and shading like that. It's probably the thing I'm best at when comparing shading techniques, and so there's a lot of cross-hatching. He's like, somebody once told me. Stupid little ditto voice. Yeah, there was a ditto in Detective Pikachu that was really creepy. I think that's what set me on the track. Ditto is a dangerous Pokemon, because you can't trace it. It can do anything. The Ditto in that movie knew how to write. How did it know how to write? Hello, you came in near the end of the stream. We're talking about Ditto. Oh, how we've talked about Ditto. Yeah, this stream is still gonna be up on Twitch until it gets automatically erased, and I'm putting it on YouTube when that's done, because it belongs to the masses. Okay, this is what we're ending on. This was fun. I might do this again another time, but not now. Crime Ditto needs to be seen, exactly. Should be shared with the world. I tried to get up, I just realized how sore I am. Okay, great. Next time I will take stretch breaks. Okay. Yeah, so this was fun. Hope to see you guys next time whenever this happens. Again, if you want to hang out with us, again, me and Blummadrop, we have a gaming channel called Pretzelleer, so if you're interested in hearing us yell about Pokemon, that's the place. Yeah, goodbye.